Buying land in America is supposed to be the ultimate flex. But these days, in most big cities, even a patch of dirt costs more than a luxury car. Forget beachfront views. In places like New York or San Francisco, a parking space can run 6 figures, and that doesn't even come with grass. But here's the plot twist. Scattered across the US are towns practically begging you to move in. We're talking free lots, $1 plots, and enough incentives to make you wonder if there's a catch. Spoiler, there usually is. From Kansas fields that stretch longer than your phone's scroll time, to tiny Alaskan towns where the moose-to-human ratio is uncomfortable, local governments are pulling out the stops. Why? Simple. They want people. More families, businesses, tax dollars, and fewer empty main streets. So they're giving away land, like it's a Black Friday sale no one attended. But before you pack your bags and start practicing your pioneer homesteader Instagram captions, you need to know the fine print. Some of these towns come with long winters, short job markets, and neighbors who consider Walmart a major road trip. Others? Surprisingly charming, with cheap housing, community spirit, and sunsets you can't put a price tag on. Today, we're counting down 10 US towns, practically giving away land right now. By the end, you'll either be Googling moving trucks or thanking your city landlord for only raising rent by 12%. Trust me, number 1 will blow your mind. Kindly like the video so the algorithm stops recommending me million-dollar listings in Manhattan. Subscribe like it's your survival kit for bad financial decisions. You'll thank yourself later. Let's begin with number 10, Lincoln, Kansas. Lincoln calls itself the post-rock capital of Kansas, which sounds like a music festival, but is really about the limestone they build everything out of. And right now, this little town is handing out free residential lots like candy on Halloween. Yes, free, as in, your mortgage lender is going to think you're joking. The catch? You actually have to build a house within a set time frame. This isn't a free pass to start your own personal prairie empire. Lincoln is small, just a couple thousand people, so they're serious about attracting new residents, not wannabe land hoarders. What do you get in return? Small town vibes straight out of a postcard. Quiet streets, friendly neighbors, and sunsets so wide they look like Photoshop. Cost of living? Way below the national average. Commute? Let's just say the traffic jam is more cow crossing than 20 minutes at a red light. But, and this is important, it's rural Kansas. Job opportunities aren't booming, winters have teeth, and nightlife options lean more toward bonfires than bottle service. The loudest thing you'll hear on a Friday night is probably a tractor. Still, the idea of snagging free land in America sounds like a scam until you're standing on it. Lincoln proves you don't need to win the lottery to own property, you just need to be okay with fewer Starbucks and more sky. Number 9, Curtis, Nebraska. Curtis is one of those towns that knows exactly what it is. Small, quiet, and hungry for new neighbors. To prove it, they've been offering free residential lots in a new subdivision. All you have to do is build within a certain time frame, and boom, land ownership, Nebraska style. Median home prices here are laughably low compared to the national average, so even if you're not cashing in on the free lot program, real estate is wallet friendly. What does that buy you? Wide open spaces, clean air, and a downtown that hasn't been Instagram filtered to death. But let's be honest, Curtis is rural. Like, really rural. If your idea of fun is live concerts, craft cocktail lounges, or 3 a.m. Uber rides, you'll be disappointed. Entertainment here looks more like high school football games, fishing weekends, and grilling with neighbors who genuinely care how your day went. The upside? Community spirit is strong. You're not anonymous here. People know your name, your dog's name, and probably your favorite pie. The cost of living is low. Crime rates are minimal, and the sense of space is priceless. The downside? Job opportunities are limited, winters are cold, and the nearest big city conveniences might involve a long drive. But if you're chasing affordable land, fresh starts, and a quieter pace of life, Curtis is proof that free doesn't always mean sketchy. Sometimes it just means Nebraska. Number 8. Beatrice, Nebraska. Beatrice may not have the bright lights of Los Angeles, but who needs neon when you've got free land and wide open skies? This small Nebraska town has been offering free home lots in a program that's basically a golden ticket for anyone who's ever dreamed of building from scratch without drowning in debt. The rules are simple: build a house, live there, and actually be part of the community. In return, you get what big cities can't give you: space, peace, and the kind of neighborhood where people wave instead of honk. Cost of living, way lower than the national average. Commute? Let's just say your morning drive might involve waving at more cows than cars. Here's the best part. Beatrice isn't just empty land. It has schools, shops, parks, and a community spirit that feels like a built-in welcome committee. Festivals pop up throughout the year, and the local pride is real. It's the kind of place where neighbors show up with cookies, not noise complaints. Sure, it's a smaller town, but that's the charm. Instead of shelling out thousands for a cramped city apartment, you're building equity on your own plot of land for free. Beatrice proves that affordable doesn't have to mean boring. It means more space, more connection, and more freedom to live life at your own pace. Number 7. Marne, Iowa. Marne is the kind of town that makes you believe in fresh starts. With a population hovering under 200, they're literally offering free residential lots to anyone willing to build and settle down. And no, this isn't a scam. It's a genuine invitation to join a community that values new faces. Think about it. In most places, land costs more than your car. But in Marne, you can get a lot for nothing but a commitment to build. And when you do, you're not just gaining property, you're joining a neighborhood where people know your name, your kids, and probably your favorite pie recipe. Life here is quiet, but in the best way. You get clean air, a slower pace, and wide open spaces that make you wonder why you ever thought city stress was normal. Cost of living? Low. Safety? High. And the sense of belonging? Immediate. In a world where everything feels rushed, Marne is like hitting pause without hitting your bank account. Of course, you won't find a skyscraper skyline or 5-star nightclubs, but what you will find is community barbecues, peaceful nights, and stars so bright they put city lights to shame. For anyone looking to trade rent payments for roots, Marne isn't just giving away land, it's giving away opportunity. Number 6. Claremont, Minnesota. Claremont is one of those small towns that feels like it came straight out of a painting, with quiet streets, tree-lined yards, and neighbors who actually know your name. And right now, it's also handing out free residential lots to anyone ready to build a home and put down roots. That's right, free land, no bidding wars, no endless Zillow scrolling, no heartbreak when someone outbids you by $100,000 over asking. The program is simple. Apply, commit to building within a reasonable time frame, and the lot is yours. Imagine it. Instead of fighting tooth and nail for overpriced land in a crowded market, you're sketching out your dream home on your own slice of Minnesota soil. Claremont may be small, but it isn't lacking. You'll find schools, parks, and a welcoming community that takes pride in keeping the town tight-knit. Larger cities like Rochester and Owatonna are within driving distance, so you get the best of both worlds. Small town charm with city conveniences close enough for shopping sprees or weekend outings. And the lifestyle? Think front porch evenings, weekend ball games, and autumn leaves that look like they were designed by Mother Nature herself. The cost of living is low, crime is minimal, and the sense of safety is priceless. Sure, it's not New York City, but that's the point. Claremont gives you room to breathe, space to build, and the chance to own property without selling your soul to the bank. In today's housing market, that's nothing short of a miracle. Number 5. Elwood, Nebraska. Elwood is proof that small towns can think big. This little gem in south-central Nebraska has been offering free residential lots in a development area. And it's not a gimmick, it's a genuine invitation to come build your dream home. For families, retirees, or remote workers tired of cramped apartments, Elwood is the kind of place where affordable living isn't just a slogan, it's reality. Picture it. wide streets, quiet neighborhoods, and yards big enough for gardens, swing sets, or weekend barbecues. Cost of living, way below national averages. Safety, solid. Community, the kind where people stop to help if you're struggling with groceries, and the local diner probably already knows your coffee order by week 2. The town isn't isolated either. It's close to Johnson Lake, a favorite for boating, fishing, and weekend getaways, so you're never far from water and recreation. Larger cities like Kearney are a short drive away, meaning you get access to shopping and bigger amenities without losing the slower, more personal pace of small-town life. Here's the kicker. In Elwood, land costs nothing, but the quality of life is priceless. You're not just getting property. You're buying into a lifestyle that values connection over chaos. It's peaceful, family-friendly, and the kind of place where you actually get to know your neighbors instead of just sharing walls with them. Elwood isn't promising glitz or glamour. It's promising roots, community, and a chance to build a future on your own terms. And, honestly, that's worth more than any fancy skyline view. Number 4, Loup City, Nebraska. Loup City may not be the first place that pops into your head when you think dream home, but maybe it should. This small Nebraska town has been offering free residential lots, and it's more than just empty land. It's an open invitation to join a community that's equal parts peaceful and welcoming. Set against rolling hills and wide skies, Loup City is the kind of place where sunsets are so vivid they make you forget Instagram filters even exist. Build here, and you're not just planting a house on free land. You're planting roots in a town that prides itself on its history, friendliness, and slower pace of life. And don't mistake small for boring. Loup City is surrounded by outdoor perks, fishing, hiking, and the Sherman Reservoir, which is perfect for summer weekends on the water. The town also has local shops, schools, and events that make your neighbors feel more like extended family. The free land program is straightforward. Claim a lot, build within the set time frame, and enjoy the benefits of ownership without the crushing price tag. And because the cost of living is already well below the national average, your money stretches further here than in most places. Sure, you won't find skyscrapers or a booming nightlife scene, but you will find peace, safety, and space to live the kind of life people in bigger cities secretly wish they had. Loup City proves that opportunity isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet, affordable, and waiting in Nebraska. Number 3, Mankato, Kansas. Mankato is the kind of place that knows how to make a strong first impression. Small town hospitality, big skies, and right now, free land lots in a residential development. It sounds too good to be true, but it's very real, and it might just be the fresh start you've been waiting for. Here's the deal. Mankato, like many rural towns, wants new residents. To sweeten the deal, they've been offering free land to anyone ready to build. No bidding wars, no cutthroat real estate games. Just a simple plan to grow the community. And in return, you get a chance to own property without spending the next 30 years chained to a mortgage. What's life like here? Think safety, friendliness, and community events where everyone shows up because everyone actually knows each other. Kids can play outside without parents stressing, and neighbors wave from their porches like it's still the 1950s. Cost of living is low, crime is rare, and the air feels a little fresher than in any major city. The land giveaway program isn't just about free dirt, it's about opportunity. You can design a home exactly how you want it, on your own plot, without the suffocating price tag that comes with most housing markets today. Mankato isn't New York City, and that's the selling point. No constant traffic, no endless noise, no sky-high rent. Instead, you get freedom, space, and a community that actually wants you there. In today's economy, that's not just rare, it's priceless. Number 2, New Richland, Minnesota. New Richland lives up to its name, not because it's overflowing with billionaires, but because it's rich in space, community, and opportunity. And right now, it's literally offering free land lots for people willing to build a home and become part of this small town gem. Imagine this. Instead of bidding against 20 other buyers for a cramped city condo, you're handed a plot of land at no cost. All you have to do is build within the guidelines, and the property is yours. It sounds almost mythical in today's housing market, but New Richland has been making it happen. The town itself is classic small-town Minnesota, safe, clean, and family-friendly. There are schools, local shops, and a community spirit that's hard to find in bigger cities. Larger towns like Mankato, the Minnesota one, not Kansas, are just a short drive away, so you're never far from extra amenities or job opportunities. Lifestyle here is simple in the best way. Summers mean barbecues and baseball games. Winters bring out the snow boots and sledding. And year-round you get to enjoy quiet evenings where the loudest sound might be the crickets. The cost of living is refreshingly low, so your paycheck stretches further. And owning your own piece of land just adds to that financial breathing room. New Richland isn't selling a fantasy. It's offering real, tangible property at a price point that's hard to argue with. Free. For anyone tired of high rents and tight spaces, this little Minnesota town feels like a reset button you didn't know you needed. Number 1, Muskegon, Michigan. At the top of our list is Muskegon, Michigan, a place that proves affordable land doesn't have to mean middle of nowhere. Muskegon sits right on Lake Michigan, and while it's bigger than most towns on this list, it's been known for offering free or extremely cheap land incentives to attract new residents and businesses. What sets Muskegon apart is its balance. You get a genuine community vibe, but with amenities and culture you'd expect from a larger city. There are beaches, parks, restaurants, and even an art scene that punches above its weight. Plus, the lakefront views are something people in Chicago pay millions for. Except here, you don't need a millionaire's bank account. Programs over the years have included free or low-cost lots in certain developments, plus tax incentives designed to make moving here a no-brainer. And because Muskegon has been revitalizing in recent years, you're not just buying land, you're buying into a city on the rise. Life here has options. Want quiet evenings? You've got them. Want boating, fishing, or beach days? They're right outside your door. Want a short commute and affordable living? Muskegon delivers all that too. Median home prices remain well below national averages, making this lakeside city an outlier in the best possible way. Muskegon is the rare combination of affordability, location, and opportunity that feels almost too good to be true. It's not just giving away land, it's inviting people to be part of a comeback story. And in today's housing market, that's a deal worth celebrating. And there you have it. 10 U.S. towns where land is so cheap it feels like a clerical error. From Kansas and Nebraska lots that cost less than your Netflix subscription, to tiny Alaska communities where they'll literally pay you to move in, America still has places where affordable isn't a myth. But let's be honest, free land always comes with strings attached. It might mean shoveling snow 9 months a year, commuting 50 miles just to find a Starbucks, or explaining to your friends that nightlife means the annual county fair. These aren't glossy brochure destinations. They're small towns fighting back against population decline the only way they know how, by dangling dirt for cheap. Still, the trade-off is tempting. Imagine building a home without crippling debt. Imagine space, peace, and maybe even neighbors who still wave instead of honk. For retirees, remote workers, or anyone who's tired of city rent hikes, these offers could be the golden ticket. Of course, the practically free part is only the beginning. You'll need money for building, jobs to sustain you, and patience for small-town quirks. But isn't that better than throwing your savings into a shoebox apartment where your landlord ignores your calls? So, which would you choose? A quiet Kansas acre? A main plot with ocean air? Or maybe Alaska, where the snow shovels are bigger than the houses? Drop your pick in the comment box, because at the end of the day, land might be cheap, but the real scam is overpaying for a closet in the city when a whole acre is waiting somewhere else.